In 1967, Dr. Petr Litvenko establishes the Agent program. The project's sole goal is to develop the most effective killing machines, but soon, Litvenko feels bad about what he has done, because of which, he leaves his project, and hides somewhere. The government terminates the program, after which all agents disappear. However, some new companies have tried to restart the program, but soon, they realize that only Litvenko knows how to make the best soldiers, so now they are all looking for him. The task is led by a man named Dr. Delriego, who works for a group known as the Syndicate. While looking for Litvenko, Delriego discovers that he has a daughter. The scientist uses an algorithm to create a face for Litvenko's daughter Katya, and also discovers a possible location for her, but the base is attacked, and they must evacuate. As they are evacuating, their cars are tagged by a device. One man keeps an eye on their movements, and even manages to destroy 2 of the 3 vehicles. Soon, the scientist reaches his shelter. He quickly enters the control room to get an update, but here his men were killed. Only then the surveillance screens go blank, and his 2 guards get also killed. All these things were being done by an agent, whose name is 47, who informs Delriego that his company must not restart the Agent program. 47 wants to know where Litvenko's daughter is. Delriego tells him that Katya is in Berlin, and gives him her file containing all the information about the girl. 47 starts walking away from here, but Delriego goes to get his weapons, but then an explosive device in his cabinet detonates, and Delriego gets killed here. Soon, many soldiers rush into the security room, and 47 takes them out. After this, we see a man named Leclerc, who is the chairman of the syndicate. Leclerc learns of Delriego's death. He also knows that an agent is guilty, so he dispatches his agents to find Katya before 47 does. On the other hand, we see Katya. She remembering Litvenko's face, but is unaware that he is her father. She has a hazy recollection of him. The lady in the archive tells her that finding a man without a name is impossible. However, Katya still believes she can find him, so she buys a fake passport to go to another country. She is a very intelligent woman, who can sense and hear things that most people cannot. After this, we look at 47, who arrives in Germany. He begins a search in the Berlin police database, using the information provided by Delriego. He waits for the results, while Katya goes to her apartment, where she has all these clues on the walls. She has recurring flashbacks from her past, and relies on medication to sleep at night. On the other hand, 47 finally discovers Katya's identity and location. That's when he gets a call from his handler, Diana, who informs him that a syndicate agent is also aware of Katya's whereabouts. She gives him 48 hours to eliminate his 2 targets. Katya's senses warn her of the impending danger. As 47 enters her building, she gets her money and leaves. By the time 47 enters her room, here 47 notices the map on the table, and realizes she's going to the subway. Here Katya meets a man named John, one who is an agent of the syndicate. He tells her that she needs him if she wants to live. He also tells her that he can assist her in finding the man she is looking for. He shows her an escape route, but Agent 47 immediately begins shooting at them. Katya flees, and John tries to stop him, but just as 47 is about to shoot Katya, John tackles him, and they fall onto train tracks. A hand-to-hand fight begins, with 47 clearly superior, but when a moving train approaches, he must lie down on the tracks to survive. This gives John time to take Katya to his driver, but as soon as they get in the car, 47 pulls the driver out. Katya and John are back on the run. John explains how he works for the syndicate, and how only he can protect her from 47. When John sees the US Embassy, he shoots a gun in front of it, and both of them are arrested. The embassy's security chief Sanders inquires about John's involvement in the shooting. Katya informs him that they are fleeing from a hitman. That's when she feels that 47 is approaching. 47 enters the embassy armed with a sniper and pistols, and is arrested. Sanders enters the room to question 47 and brings his guns with him. 47 clearly states that he is here to eliminate Katya. He also tells Sanders that if he wants to see his children again, he must release 47. Sanders gets enraged and loads the sniper, but 47 uses the bullet to break his handcuff. Then he dispatches the guards and knocks Sanders out. Meanwhile, we see John, who takes Katya and starts running away from here. Both were on the run, and 47 chases them in sergeant's uniform. While driving, John tells her about Litvenko, a geneticist, who created emotionless assassins who feel no fear or remorse. On the other hand, we see 47 who climbs to a high roof, and fires a blind shot. Bullets hit the car, but John does not stop and runs away with Katya. At night, John wraps Katya's arm in bandages, because a bullet grazed his arm. John informs her that he has read her file. He explains how her father experimented on her, and endowed her with superhuman abilities. He tells her that Litvenko was last seen in South Korea, and suffered from stage 3 cancer. Katya uses her map and this information to figure out where her father might be, but then Agent 47 comes here, and shoots John. 47 knocks Katya out, and takes her with him. When she wakes up, 47 informs her that she is still alive, because he needs to locate her father. He explains how Syndicate is attempting to murder her, but Katya doesn't believe him. But when she touches his hand, she recalls the day her father fled. She came across 47 on the side of the road. When they were little, Katya also recalls her father abandoning her, and telling her to survive. After this, 47 ties Katya to a chair and walks away. 47 instructs her to use her instincts to escape. He also activates a jet engine right behind her. Katya is terrified at first, but she uses her instincts to escape, and finds 47 outside the room. He advises her to practice her survival skills. He also informs her that her full name is a homophone for 90 in French. So she's the new 47, and she's stronger than him. On the other hand, we see Syndicate units who enter the building. 47 instructs Katya to use her enhanced senses to anticipate the enemy's movements. She informs him of the enemy's location, and he dispatches them. She can accurately predict the enemy's movements. Just then John comes here, who hits Katya and makes her unconscious. While they are taking down the soldiers, he wants her to tell him where Litvenko is. However, 47 arrives here, and John begins to fight. 47 attempts to stab John, but his knife breaks. John eventually subdues 47. Before shooting him, he wants 47 to admit he's been beaten, but Katya shoots the windows. John says she missed, but 47 says she didn't, and the window to the engine testing room shatters. The soldiers are drawn into the exploding engine. John is knocked out, and 47 takes Katya with him and run away. Katya asks 47 how is John still alive. Then 47 explains that the Syndicate implanted liquid titanium in John's skeleton, rendering him indestructible. 47 asks Katya to tell him where Litvenko is. Katya says he's in Singapore. Diana overhears their conversation, and instructs another agent to go to Singapore. At the same time, John returns to Katya's hotel room, and examines her map. He finds a marker on Singapore, and informs his superiors that 47 will be arriving with Katya, so they increase surveillance at all entry points into the country. When 47 and Katya arrive at the airport, then 47 tells her that the Syndicate controls all security cameras. He steals a pilot's uniform and flees, telling Katya to leave before the cameras notice. She uses alarms to divert security's attention. She also moves around in front of camera, using luggage and trucks. When she exits, 47 is already waiting for her with a car. He drives her to a hotel, and hangs his coat in the closet. Katya catches sight of the barcode on the back of his head, and he tells her that it hurt when they made it. She informs him that Litvenko is suffering from cancer. He breathes through an inhaler. She asks if he feels any human emotion, but he replies that his job requires him to be emotionless, and he falls asleep sitting upright. After this, Katya goes to swimming, and when she returns, she notices 47's guns, and goes into the room, and starts disassembling them to keep her mind occupied. Then some people enter their room. When 47 awakens, he notices that his guns are missing, so he kills the gunman with his hands and knives. After this, they both decide to leave, and 47 informs her that they now have a bounty on their heads. Katya recalls in the elevator that she failed to hide from one camera in the airport, which is why their location was discovered. 47 steals a child's inhaler as they exit the elevator. He takes her to the gardens, where she crosses a bridge and meets Litvenko. When she asks why he turned her into a killer, he says it was for her survival. He wishes for her forgiveness. When Agent 47 arrives, Litvenko believes he will be killed, but Katya assures him that Agent 47 is not here to kill them. When Litvenko informs Katya that 47 is her brother, that's when Syndicate agents open fire here, and 47 leads them to the garage. These people start running away from here, but the Syndicate agents and John are already there. 47 drives some assailants to the top floor of the parking garage, and crashes their motorcycles. He then employs Katya's instincts to get out of a bind. The entrance is sealed as John pursues them. 47's car barely makes it over the bridge, while John's car collides with the barriers. He survives and requests that 47 be stopped inside the city. Meanwhile, Katya asks 47 if there is a way to permanently stop the Syndicate. He tells her that killing their chairman Leclerc will put an end to the Syndicate. Next, we see Leclerc. He never leaves his ultra-secure office, and many agents have died attempting to assassinate him, but no one could kill it. On the other hand, 47's car is stopped by soldiers using wires. He gets out and kills the soldiers, who are sliding down the wires. He takes Katya, while Litvenko is lying wounded on the ground. He orders 47 to take Katya away. Before leaving, 47 slips the inhaler into Litvenko's pocket. Soon after, John arrives and apprehends Litvenko. Katya wishes to return to her father, but 47 has to save her life, and puts her to sleep. John then goes to the syndicate headquarters, and interrogates Litvenko. He wants to know the DNA sequence required to create an agent, but Litvenko refuses to give it to him. So he has a doctor inject a torture serum into the doctor's body. Litvenko tells him that he will always be inferior to 47, because he lacks intelligence. He gets enraged and wants to inject Litvenko again, but Leclerc comes out of his office and stops him. He then asks Litvenko for the formula if he wants Katya to live. Leclerc's fortune and reputation are at stake if he doesn't restart the agent program, so he's desperate. Litvenko, on the other hand, refuses to budge, because he believes agents in the hands of Leclerc would cause chaos. 47 then takes over the building's announcement system, and informs everyone that they need Katya's DNA to create a perfect agent. Katya then appears in front of them, bound inside a helicopter. 47 requests a trade, Katya in exchange for Litvenko. Hearing this, Leclerc agrees. Litvenko is taken out of the room, and Katya crashes the helicopter into the building. She then employs all her training to eliminate all the enemies. On the other hand, we see 47, who enters the building disguised as a firefighter. He arrives in Leclerc's office, and shoots the big boss, but John stops the bullet with his hand. Leclerc and Litvenko run to the helipad, while John fight 47, who shoots him multiple times, but John refuses to die. When John punches the wall, he exposes a live wire. 47 wraps a wire around John's neck, and connects it to the live wire. 47 and Katya pursue Leclerc, who is attempting to run. They defeat the guards, and when they reach the roof, 47 hands her his guns. They anticipate enemy movements. To eliminate them without being hit, they kill dozens of guards, but Leclerc escapes with Litvenko. Seeing this, Katya becomes very sad, and she fails to spot a gunman, but 47 takes a bullet for her. When Leclerc tells Litvenko that he will eventually capture Katya, the old man pulls out the inhaler 47 gave him, clicks on it, and it explodes. The helicopter bursts into flames and crashes. Diana calls 47, and he confirms that Leclerc has been eliminated. She also wants him to kill Katya, his second target, but 47 drops his phone. He tells Katya that her abilities exist to save her life, and that she can always choose not to kill anyone. He then proceeds to the elevator. Katya follows him, and informs him that an enemy is approaching the elevator. This is Agent 48, sent here by Diana to kill Katya. 48 takes out his gun, but before he can shoot, Katya and 47 shoot him. After killing Agent 48, both of them leave from here, and the movie ends here.